The Bahamas are like a magical daydream place for all fishermen. And a lot of the afternoons we'd come in from tuna fishing. There was a bone fisherman I met, Willie Duncan. He was a reverend preacher, bonefish Willie. But he was always my favorite guy to go fish with. I've fished with a lot of people, but Willie was a character and a kind-hearted soul. And we'd sit there on the flats, he'd be poling along or we'd anchor up, and he couldn't see the fish coming so good, so he'd just tell stories. No matter how good the fishing was, though, he always had to leave about 3:30. We had to go in because he had to be at church by no later than 4 to teach the kids. He loved kids. So when this storm hit, it wasn't just me, but I think a lot of people wanted to help. And so there's this organization called Convoy of Hope. It was created by a preacher in my hometown, Springfield, Missouri. So knowing them and knowing of the passion of a lot of our customers at Bass Pro, they wanted to help. We thought, man, maybe we're in a position to unite fishermen with this great organization to do some good. Thank you all fishermen. We're very, very grateful. These kids are going to be happy. We got a sign over there that says happy. That's what this party, Christmas in the Bahamas, is all about. So just thank you, fellow fishermen. And we got one more sign that says, thanks, Willie. Great old dear Bahamian preacher married me and my wife, Homefish Willie Duncan. We named our boy after him. Love you up there, Willie. We started thinking at Christmas time, what about these kids? Yes, food's important, maybe cots, tents, but what about happiness? What could we do to make these kids really, really happy?
Hey, you kids having a fun time? First off, never ever grow up. Boys, stay a kid. Second, boys, love your mom and dad and your grandparents because they love you more than you'll ever know. And last, boys, love Jesus because he loves you.
And man, here you go. It was like amazing outpouring of love. And it just happened. It's just maybe the happiest day of my whole life, other than the kids being born or grandkids or something. It was so many people so happy. Hey buddy, Merry Christmas.
For 20 years now, Convoy of Hope's had the privilege to respond to disasters all over the world, and for 20 years now, Bass Pro Shops has been one of our leading partners. And this thing that you see tonight, this party, this gathering, was all birthed in the mind and the heart of Johnny Moore.
Forget that. If you are from the Bahamas, I want you to make some noise for Convoy of Hope and Bass Pro and Johnny Moore. Come on, you want to make some noise tonight? Come on, you want to make some real Bahamian noise tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, Grand Bahamians, God may not have sent this storm to us, but God most certainly moves in the storm. While in September 1st, we face the most destructive storm in our country's history. But tonight, God has turned things around and has caused us to experience the most biggest, awesome, powerful children's party in the history of our country. So I want you to make some noise and say a very big thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you.
We have this event in our stores for years called Santa's Wonderland. And it's just like a festive little place, you know, Santa comes, there's trees, there's toys. There's games kids can play. So separate and apart from the relief effort, we thought, why don't we go back to folks, and especially some of the vendors, and see if they would lend some sponsorship to create a Santa's Wonderland. Everywhere you turn, kids being so happy, and their parents. And everywhere you look to see them escape, you know, and I just feel like everybody on the whole team, we're feeling like spirits are really high. And there were kids just smiling, there were coloring books, there were all these crafts, you know, shooting little bows and arrows, BB guns. Kids maybe had never done a lot of this stuff. It was like true amazing happiness and joy. And I think everybody that was a part of this team that wanted this to be a happy time, when they got to see it really be a happy time, to see those kids, man, that's what it was about.
Hope and faith. I told someone the other day, if you have faith to believe, watch this. Perfect example. No one ever knew what that convoy of hope in Bass Pro would have been on this island, but it was faith in God and having faith that help was coming, that they're having this event. Hope and faith is all we were holding on to.
We out of fuel? Hey Martin, it's Johnny. I'm down here in the Bahamas in your race car, trying to get it fired up for Santa's Wonderland. I need some pointers. Hey Martin! Merry Christmas! That was a hoot. Yeah, fishermen are overall, there's a keen fellowship there. Fishing is a great sport, pastime that attracts people from all walks of life. All fishermen share certain bonds in common: love of nature, trying to get their rod bent, and fishermen are a very caring bunch.
So Karen, from all of us, here's a check for you for the Y for $50,000.
Grand Bahamians, our YMCA, our children, on behalf of us all of us, each and every one of us standing out here today, please join in with me and thank you all for making this possible for us tonight. Thank you.
There's a check in the same amount for you, for your ministry and all the great work that you're doing. $50,000. Very great.
Thank you to Johnny and all of his team and the Convoy of Hope. Come on, all of my Bahamian brothers and sisters.
Justin, this check is from all your fellow anglers, Betty everywhere, to support the work you do, and for also your partners with Audubon. All you mean to all of us, all you mean to the people of Bahamas, because this is a fishing island. This is a check to you for $50,000 as well. Thank you. Thanks, team. That's all you guys. Very, very proud.
I think Willie is a fishing buddy and as a very spiritual guy who loved kids. I just know he was looking down and he was smiling ear to ear, seeing all those kids be happy.